is National Fire Prevention Month. So did you know it's critical to have a plan in place to ensure you're prepared in the event, the unfortunate event, of a house fire? David White from the Home Depot joins us today to help us stay equipped and safe. So good morning, David. I was thinking, of course, as this is top of mind for me, Fire Prevention Month, I was thinking this morning as I left my house, I know enough to blow my candles out before I leave, but what are some other hazards in our house?
Yeah, so this time of year, especially, the cool weather is starting to move in. People are going to start to use their fireplaces and space heaters, and of course, those typically are areas of concern. You just need to be extra careful and use them safely and properly. And for a fireplace, especially a wood-burning fireplace, it's really critical to have it inspected at least once a year. Make sure that the chimney is clean of any kind of soot and creosote, because a lot of fireplace fires honestly start in the chimney because they haven't been maintained. Space heaters as well, just use them safely and properly. Make sure your kids know how to behave around those types of appliances. Kitchens, of course, if you're cooking, especially on a gas cooktop or you're using grease or oil, those types of fires are very common. And then one type of fire that most people don't realize is your clothes dryer. So your dryer vents air outside through ductwork, and that ductwork can start to accumulate some of the lint that gets past your filter in the dryer. That lint can be very flammable, and if it builds up enough, that heat coming through there, unfortunately, we see a lot of fires start that way. Very simple to prevent by just keeping those ducts clean. We have all the tools that you need, the brushes and extensions and things like that, but really important to do.
Okay, so having everything checked out, make sure the vents are open, everything is clean before we start to use them during this time, because who doesn't love a wood-burning fireplace? It's so wonderful. It just screams of fall for sure. What about smoke detectors? I know, they invariably go off at 3 in the morning and chirp. We disconnect them and sometimes we forget to put them back. How can you help us with that? What do we need to do with our smoke detectors?
So smoke detectors, very, very important. First of all, you should make sure you have them in the right places, at least one on every floor, but more specifically, if you can, in each bedroom, in areas like your kitchen, basements, attics, even in garages. It's almost like you can't have too many. The other thing is to make sure they're in working order, and a lot of folks don't realize, but smoke detectors really only have about a 10-year shelf life. So after 10 years, they really become a lot less effective. So you really need to replace the entire unit, not just the batteries. And if you're not sure how old they are, it's better to go ahead and replace it. Just remember, at 10 years, take it out, replace it, put a new one in. Toss it 10, then start again. Fortunately, the technology has really advanced. And so Kidde has a 10-year sealed, worry-free, voice alert smoke detector. So it lasts 10 years. The battery never needs to be replaced. You never have to worry about those annoying chirps that you talked about. You can get the same thing in a carbon monoxide and smoke detector, even a wireless interconnected version where they all talk to each other, up to 24 of them. So they all go off if one of them detects smoke or carbon monoxide at the same time, even can connect to your smartphone. So a lot of great technology.
I love it. I mean, sold right here. I'm heading to Home Depot after this to look for this. That is amazing. None of us think that we'll be in a house fire. It's just something that we think, that won't happen to us. Unfortunately, it does. Fire extinguishers. Should we each have a fire extinguisher actually in our homes?
Yeah, and it's something that it's really no reason not to. Readily available. It's not expensive. Again, just like smoke detectors, at least one on every level of the home. But then think about some of those specific areas we talked about it: a laundry room, kitchen, a garage, workshop, basements. The other key is to know where they are and have them easily accessible. A lot of people have them, and if there's a fire, they go, "Where did I put that? Is it behind all the canned goods in the back of the pantry?" So be sure you know where they are, that they're easily accessible, and that you've checked them every now and then. You just look at the meter on the top or on the front, and if it's in the green, there's a little needle. That just shows you that it's fully charged and ready to go. If it's not, if it's in the red, you should get rid of it and replace it.
Okay, Dave White, thank you so much for this great information for National Fire Prevention Month. Where can our viewers go for more information?
Just go to homedepot.com/fire safety.